Let's get to it.
Alright YouTube, what is going on? Mesa Fail back at it with some Destiny. So the Bungie weekly update did hit today, Friday, the 10th instead of yesterday, and we got some stuff to go through. And man, the gears are in motion here with preparing for the Taken King. And actually some of this stuff I actually talked about in this video I've got going up within the next couple of days called the House of Wolves, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Whereas I kind of discuss all the things I like, things I don't like, and the things that really need to be changed. And actually some of the things that you're talking about in this update will be featured in that video. So, but enough of my babble. Let's just jump into it. So we're gonna hear from Luke Smith in this particular update, okay? And again, this is Destiny Year 2. This is not. I don't consider this an expansion. They don't consider it an expansion. I said it before. I feel like what I saw at E3 and when I spoke to these guys over there, it feels like it's a whole disc's worth of game. It's not just another expansion. And to prepare for that big expansion, they're gonna be making some changes to the user interface as well as what they call questifying things, and basically making it easier for us to track all the things and not just have to go to our phones or Bungie.net. Basically to look at it in game. Okay, this is going to be really helpful for, I think, for people who never had Destiny and are getting it all in one shot. They're going to get the vanilla game, House of Wolves, Dark Below, and then the Taken King. Now I'm going to do a lot of paraphrasing here, but basically Luke, why do I keep saying basically? Jeez Louise, that's a padding word if you didn't know. Luke goes on to talk about how everyone really enjoyed the exotic bounty quests, okay, the quest changes, and also just the quest with regards to the Queen's Wrath and everything like that. I know I personally love quests, okay? I think they're a little bit more interesting than just, say, doing a bounty, because it requires you to do multiple things, okay? You do one thing after another, and then you get to some sort of end result, whether it's an experience, it's a reward, it's an item, or something like that. So the whole, Luke goes on to talk about that the whole quest concept is basically going to be, I keep saying basically again, jeez, I'm sorry guys, is a foundation for Year 2, okay? And he provides this example, like the quest in the Taken King that has you construct your blank, and when you found blank, and you can finish blank. Okay, read into that. But I'll just read verbatim. So he says, the implementation of quests and bounties in Year 1 was a foundation, but it was clear to us and the community that it was an area for improvement, especially if you wanted to rely on questing even more in Year 2. The Taken King was built with quests in mind. We didn't want to ignore the Year 1 content in this global change, so as part of this update, we've taken all the Destiny content and, for a lack of a better term, questified it. Now that's the direction that they're going with this, so this should be implemented before the Taken King so that it makes everything go streamlined when the Taken King comes out. And here's what they're doing with this whole quest page highlights, okay? First off, they're going to increase the number of bounties we can carry, which is great. I could always carry as many bounties as possible. Then it says both quests and bounty slots can be tracked in your HUDs. I guess you could quickly pop open your ghost, like in that first image, and check where you're at in certain quests. Then it says completed bounties will be turned in from the quest screen, so I guess you don't actually have to go back to the tower or the reef to cash those in. And it says reputations will be removed from inventory to the quest page. So they're just going to be moving things around a little bit. So now all this is going to be with update 2.0, okay? And nothing with regards to weapon balancing, but he does go on to say, count on it, Guardians, guns, balance, progression, destinations, enemies. We'll unpack everything a hardcore player like you would want to know before launch. So guys, please at least mention something about the weapon balance and what's going on in the Crucible right now, because it is a horror show with exotic hand cannons. Now, don't forget to keep working on all the requirements to get your Moments of Triumph emblem. I believe we're going to get it right before the Taken King comes out. For me, I just need to get 4 more of the gold chests. But they put some stats up that ever since they released the fact that you can actually get this emblem and what you need to do, they saw a 39% increase in public event completion, 74% increase in Skolas kills, which I'm going to talk in a second here, 40% increase in courtesan hard mode participation, also 10% increase in Vault of Glass hard mode participation. And of course, they had to throw in a bullet point. Everyone had already run it for the Fatebringer. Well, I guess not Eric Osborne. Shots fired. Now, see, Eric breaks my balls all the time on Twitter, and I break his because he didn't have a Fatebringer. We ran it with him a couple times, me and Pope Bear, and we got Fatebringers, and I've already had like 5 or 6 of those things, and he still hasn't got it. But all right, Eric, if you actually watch this, raid with me again. Believe me, you'll get a Fatebringer, and I won't get a Thunderlord, okay? Now that's pretty much it, guys. You know what I'm thinking here? Okay, I've seen a lot of people talk on Twitter and my Destiny PS4 Facebook community that you haven't beat Skolas yet, okay? Watch my video as for a strategy, but I'm thinking about trying to take you guys through it. See, and it's a little different because it's not like I can get one other person with me and then take like 4 randoms through like a raid or anything. It's basically, to get the most out of it, it would be myself would have to take 2 of you guys through it. I know a lot of you don't have Galahorns, and believe me, you don't need a Galahorn to defeat Skolas. So I might try to do something next week. My intentions are to try to do something where I could start taking people through Prison of Elderly People, level 35, to get your Skolas kill, or see if I can get in touch with some of my friends, some of my Rezo clan members, and we could start taking you guys through, because I see that that's one of the final things you guys need to get that Moments of Triumph emblem. So drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa. Check out my stream, which will be on YouTube. That's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.